Yeah, just few days ago, social media was a kind of agog over the statement, you understand, Gege made as regard to Mr. Peter Obi ability to win 2027 general election. There was a kind of backlash. People reacted negatively, positively, and all that. Yes, see, in as much as I disagree, you understand, with Gege, or perhaps I may say is indirectly making content, you understand, for engagement and all that. But I still believe there are points to pick from the statements the young man made. You understand? What are these points? Yes, the reality is that if there is a free and fair election today, P2B will win that election. But there is no possibility that come 2027 there will be a free and fair election. You understand? Meaning that if election is conducted today, just the way it is today, Tinubu might likely win that election. You understand? With the help of INEC, with the help of police, with the help of DSS, with the help of security agencies. So there is this saying, what I want people to be to do is to do the right thing. There is this saying that when you want to catch a monkey, you behave like a monkey. You understand? That does not necessarily mean that you are a monkey. But you want to catch that monkey and use that monkey, you understand, and put it in the right order. You understand? So P2B should, as a politician that he should play the politics the way other people are playing it. You understand? One of the greatest opportunity P2B has had. You understand? I don't know of 2027, was 2023. He refused to utilize the opportunity. P2B, see, in life, in Nigeria, let me tell you, in this country, Nigeria, when people see you and feel and believe and have that confidence that you're a gentleman, people can easily take you for granted or even take what belongs to you. So P2B should be radical in nature. You understand? To pursue his cause and defend what is right. Just as Amechi is, just as Shore, you understand? He's a good manager. But at the same time, you need to be a good defender of what is right. You cannot be a good defender of what is right and you are afraid to go to prison. You are afraid to be arrested. You are afraid to go to jail. Great men in the world, even in Africa, were once in prison for what they believe it is right. Someone like Nelson Mandela, so Thomas Sankara, so many of them, Chris Hani, these people stood for what is right. They defended it. They paid the price, and at the same time, they achieved egalitarian society. You understand? A free society for all. P2B should be willing to lead. You understand? To lead, to be at the forefront and lead at all costs, no matter what it takes. Not when people when people endanger their lives, spend their money and all that. At the end, you leave everything to God. No. If you are that kind of person that have that mindset that you are going to rely on the court for you to be a president, then you better step aside. But if you are the kind of person that have the mindset that you will all costs with the people of Nigeria defend your vote, defend your mandate, no matter what it takes, even if it takes the government of the day to arrest you for doing what is right, so be it. People will queue by you. People, when you speak, people, you understand, people will believe in you. That is what Gege is trying to say. You understand? Politically, administratively, or based on antecedents, you cannot use Tinubu to compare P2B. But today, Tinubu is the president because he played the game to get there. P2B should play the game as a politician and get there. When you go there, when you are there, you do the right thing according to your personality. You understand? But if there is a way a particular people cross a stream to go to their destination, that doesn't mean that if you get there to cross that stream the way they are crossing that stream, that doesn't make you one of those community or one of those people. No, you only cross the stream for you to get to where you are going to, and when you get to where you are going to, you do what you want to do. So that is life. You understand? See, no gentility. If they see you as a weak man in Nigeria, they will always take advantage of you. That is why they took advantage of Jonathan. Buhari threatened Jonathan's government. He said it. You understand? It was alleged that Buhari said he will make the country ungovernable for him. You understand? There are a lot of negative statements made against Jonathan. They even said they will form a parallel government against his government. You understand? Yet no one was arrested and all that. How much more you, P2B, that is the people are with you, fighting to defend your vote. I'm not one of those in 2023 election that took advantage of P2B popularity to make money. No, we are part of those that spend our own hard-earned money, no matter how little it is, but we spend our hard-earned money to support, you understand, the cause of P2B presidential ambition. The force of his kind, that ordinary Nigerians, even market women, brought out their little token, brought out their money to support a presidential candidate. And at the end, the presidential candidate is telling us that we go to court and all that. Even on your own, you could not even come out on your own that 2023 election, even in your and protest and say no. The report I'm getting does not reflect the will and the aspiration of Nigerians. You must make a bold statement and make a bold move. Let them arrest you. Then they will arrest every Nigerian. That is just the truth. See, if you are not willing to pay the price, then don't think you will be a president. Nelson Mandela, after paying the price, South Africans went to him and begged him to be the president. After being president for one term, he stepped aside. He said, no, I can no longer continue because of my health. South Africans were still begging him to come back for second term. He said, no, that I've fulfilled my purpose here on earth, that I've done what I needed to do. That is why it's regarded today, even being prison for 21 years is regarded today as one of the greatest freedom fighters in the world and in Africa. So please, let's take some positive points that Gege made. P2B need to be prepared. Play the politics in his political party to enable him become the presidential candidate. Play the politics, meet people. You understand? Where it's necessary to spend money, you spend money where it's necessary to spend it. That does not necessarily mean that you are buying the conscience of people. No, because there are logistics needed. You understand? For the movement. There are logistics needed for other things. You understand? If you have the money to spend, just as individuals are supporting, you can spend on your own. You understand? That is what the right thing. I remain obedient. You understand? And this 2027, obedience, we get it right. Nigerians must get it right. A new Nigeria is possible. And P2B represents that new Nigeria and is coming. Thank you. Share this video. Let this video get to Mr. P2B. I come in peace.